and I wanted to give you guys a little update of how things are going in my town for Animal Crossing, or Dobutsu no Mori. And this is the 3DS version that's out right now in Japan, and I know that it's supposed to be out sometime in 2013 in the States. I'm afraid I don't know anything about when yet, but it's a super fun game, and I wanted to just kind of share with you guys some of the things that have changed in the game as I kind of get my town going a little bit more here. And I'll try my best to control it from this angle, but we went through Christmas and Jingle came, and you were able to get one special present from him as part of that promotion. You had to deliver gifts to all the town folk, and during the whole month of December, if you talked to people, they'd tell you what they most wanted from Santa Claus. And if you were smart enough and took notes, then you could make sure that the gifts that they were given on Christmas Day were the ones they really wanted. Now, like a nice game, because this is directed for kids, it wasn't the end of the world if you got it wrong. Everybody was still happy to get a gift, but I kind of think, even though it wasn't very clear and it didn't really say, I kind of think maybe you get more friend points if you were able to remember who really wanted what. But you still get a gift from Jingle. It was some kind of a, what was it? Can't even remember. Like a Christmas wreath, that was what it was. But not like the Christmas series, which was something that was in previous games where you collected it by doing a lot of different tasks. You could buy all of the Christmas series in the store, and part of being, I should say, part of what you had to do to be able to help Jingle was you had to dress up like Santa Claus. So you had to go to the clothing store and make sure to buy his outfit. You had to buy the boots, the shoe, the pants, the shirt, and the beard, and the hat. So you had to have the whole deal to be able to pretend to be Santa to help out. So that was cool. We did the normal countdown for the new year, which was fun. And now we're just dealing with normal old winter stuff here. There's your snowmen here that we've got, which will give you a chance to win at bingo. You just choose, they have a number a day, and once you pick what you want here, you've got a bingo card, and this is my bingo card, for example, and you just try to get bingo, and then you get a special part in a particular series that the snowmen give you, and it's kind of like a ski related theme. Like so far I have a snowblower and a ski lift, those kinds of things, skis, so it's all kind of like a ski resort sort of theme. Not really anything I was so interested in having. I don't know about you guys, but I'm more of a classical kind of person and like having, you know, real kind of things hanging around in my house, as opposed to making it look like a boxing ring, which is one thing you can do, of course, too. But, so just around town, we've got those snowmen here and there. I have my coffee shop here, and the coffee shop is cool because you can get coffee, of course. And I think if we do enough, if I come here enough times like in previous games, I don't know yet because I haven't unlocked this, but I think if you come here in enough consecutive days, you'll unlock the ability to maybe share your Haniwa with him. But one of the really cute things here, I'm going to say no, for some coffee, because you can also get coffee to go, which is super cute, so you can walk around with a coffee in your hand. And you can also come here after a certain number of times and do a kind of like a part-time job. That's the word I'm looking for. It says in Japanese, arubaito shitai, which means that you want to do a free time, like a part-time job. And I'm just going to get coffee now, but if you do the part-time job, then random members of the game come in and order coffee. And those people have 3 things they can choose from: the kind of coffee bean they want, what kind of milk they want, and how much sugar they want. And if you take note, you have to kind of have notepad or some way to take notes. But if you take note of it, then you can try to remember and make them the perfect cup of coffee. They personally only tell you one thing that they want. And if they are a repeat customer on another day, then you slowly unlock the clues to know what their perfect cup of coffee is. But it's not just townsfolk, it's everybody from all over throughout the entire game. So I thought, oh, this will be easy. A couple times I'll know everybody's favorite coffee, but the number of people who come in is so random every time. It's a little overwhelming, but I'm working my way through it. So you get rewarded for doing your job with a bag of beans of coffee, Unfortunately, you can't like make your own coffee at home. You just can sell that, I think, for like 500 bells or something if you wanted to. So, but I got my coffee here, and I'll show you guys what you can do with it. So you got your coffee. You can walk around looking all cool carrying your coffee with you, and you can stop and drink, which is super cute. So she looks so happy after you drink. So but if you go over here, probably another thing to kind of see of what's going on in town is I've gotten through enough levels now that the little convenience store is now a full-on home center. This is like a do-it-yourself store kind of. In Japan, we call them home centers. So, and conveniently, he's kind of taken over the flower shop next door to be part of this home center. So this guy's little flower shop is a little bit bigger, and you still just have, you know, seeds and such, but you also have a plant here that you can get, and those are always nice to collect. These change, of course, every day. And then connected to this is then the larger home center, which means I think there's a total of, let's see here how many items are. You get 2 tiles, 2 floors, 2 wallpapers. You also have a couple things here. You get some things that you can put on the wall. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in total that you can get for your home. And then the other thing that's kind of cool that's available from this level of the store is the record, something by KK that you can get here, and it changes, of course, all the time. But it's really pricey. It's like 2,000 bells to get a song, so you're still better off if you don't want to waste money to just go to the club every Saturday night and get your free CD. So, but that's kind of what's in the store here as the new thing here. And then the Able Sisters fashion shop hasn't really changed yet that much. It's still just the same size with the same amount of clothes and accessories available. And then up on top is the place where you can color your hair, and you can also change your eye color now, so you can choose what color eyes you want to have, which is kind of fun. And then we have the shoe store, which hasn't really changed in size either, and the museum, which is just the same as it always has been. Now the nice thing about the club here is where you can go there in the night. If you go at night, then that's when KK's playing. Usually during the week he's doing some kind of clubhouse mix. He's a DJ, and then on Saturday he does his live acoustic stuff, and that's when you can get a CD. If you go during the day, that's when you get to see that guy with the really ugly face who's a comedian. I can't think of his name. But he'll tell you, as before, he teaches you how to do the emotions, so you can do special emotions. I've learned here, if you look here, I've just learned this like surprise face, so I can do that. Whoa, I'm so surprised. Oh, and if you time things right, you can get it so that when you take your photo, I made it so that right when I was taking the photo in the photo booth for my ID, I tried to choose that as my face. So that's kind of fun thing to do too, if you wanted to be kind of goofy. So. But that's just sort of a kind of quick introduction to how things are looking. Let me show you guys the inside of my house. I haven't really had a chance to upgrade that often just because I've been spending a lot of my money on some things for the town. But even at that, I'm not being the best mayor in the world. There's a lot more I could do. We've got one thing going over here. That's the Reset Center. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. I don't know exactly what it is, so it'll be fun to tell you guys when it's complete. I've put in this lamppost, and I put in, of course, the tree, which you put in at the beginning of the game. And then I've also put in a bench and a bridge. I put in an additional bridge, and then the coffee shop, and those kinds of things. So you can keep adding stuff as you go through. Try to make yourself a better mayor, of course. I've got here this new bridge that I added, and tried to grow some extra trees and stuff like that, which is always fun. But kind of a pretty cool, I would say, like every day kind of offers some new surprise of what you can do. You know, I've changed the general look of my house, made the fence different. You get to choose when you do an upgrade if you want something to be bigger or to have more rooms. So that's kind of fun. If you want to specifically just choose to keep making things bigger, you can. Got a few things for New Year's. Have the mochi or rice cakes that we have for New Year's right there with a little mikan on top. This is the year of the snake here, so I have this little snake guy that's on display here on my fireplace. A little figurine there for that. That's kind of cool. That's a coffee maker, actually, I got one day from the coffee shop when I was working. Doesn't really do anything, but looks cool. So, oh, and this is another New Year's thing here in Japan. It's toshiake soba, which is like the first noodle of the new year, which is supposed to be good luck. So I got one of those too. So I'm not sure what the Western one will offer for New Year's. It'll be interesting to see what that is, because I know for us here, that's kind of what represents New Year's. I have a whole bunch of balloon things that I've been collecting in this little tiny room. That's all the series that you get when you shoot down balloons from the sky. So you can see here we've got sofas and closets and everything there. Lots of stuff. This is a small room, so not many things fit in there. And I did complete the 7-Eleven series that they offered, and out of the kindness of their heart, they actually decided to make it extended so that it goes all the way through this month too. Again, kind of repeats so that everybody gets a chance to try to get these items one more time. Like I said, I got everything there was to get. You get the display, you get the register counter, the thing for udon, no, oden, excuse me, and also the manju, and then the little miniature of 7-Eleven that's back there as well. So this is my little miniature 7-Eleven here. Very small because I haven't had a chance to kind of expand yet very much. But I will hopefully be able to share with you guys as more things come along what some of the fun stuff is that you can do. There's a birthday party to go to this week for one of the people. And I know for sure, in terms of major events, I know that there's a carnival series that happens in, I think, is it in March or in May? I can't remember. One of those M months, I'll have to see. If it's in May, then that means Easter's beforehand. But yeah, I'll try to share with you guys some more of the events and stuff that happen.